Borderless Leadership, as the name suggests, is a book focused on achieving success with and through total strangers in a globalized economy. In this book, you will progress of 5 steps methodology that Dr. Krayevich developed, from awareness to understanding, and from understanding to acquiring new skills, internalizing and applying new knowledge. So you bring your approach to life up to date, which has a positive impact in your personal and business success in the future. As we are in the era of globalization, this book is highly important for us today as a business OB students, which soon be entering workforce and very likely to be multinational workplace, and we may travel abroad to work or relocating to other country. As this book, such a guide to assisting you how to identify and surrounding yourself with trustworthy people, no matter where are you on the planet. The first main idea that book discussed was the importance of awareness of new local environment, culture, and values when you are relocated or travel for work purposes, without relying on old and may false ideas toward nations. This was kind of new insight for me, as it was in my mind that everyone in a specific nation has the same beliefs and traits that reflect country direction. Whereas Dr. Krayevich said society is becoming more individualistic and personal behavior and preferences matter more than country origin. This was challenging my thoughts of false dichotomy of East and West to explain people's action and predict their behavior. Something else the book gives me to consider is if we make a good use of our similarities as individuals, we can constantly accomplish success working with and through diverse groups of people. In addition, in this book, Dr. Krayevich describes self-similarity as the property of splitting complex structures into pieces, called fractals, which allow us to have advanced understanding of human nature to levels never before anticipated. Before reading this book, I had thought that it is so difficult and hard to establish work relationship in foreign country, as we will have totally different culture from other workers there in the workplace, and I will be one of the minorities. But this book has really altered my opinion, as it started classifying people by their inner characteristics, such as honesty, integrity, generosity, responsibility, control, friendliness, and courage. This set of characteristics is a human fractals, where they repeat themselves around the world, where you can find what is in your family member and co-workers abroad. And they are more important than external appearance, and by finding these similarities, you can easily establish successful relationship. Not missing out the opportunity of meeting some of the smartest, fairest, and progressive individuals you may ever met. So now I can recognize that inner characteristic similarities are bring people together, and the idea of difficulty of having friends and workplace abroad start diminishing. Prior reading this book, I have not given much thought to how leaders internalizing and intentionally practicing and mastering strategies allow them achieving more with less. But Mr. Krayevich in this book explained the golden rule for personal and business success, which is simple as ABC: accept complexity, build a new support system such as friends, neighbors, and capitalize A and B to see what you are doing and achieving more with less. That's bringing new insight to me, as it tells me how to deal with the problems that I have through people who may have better experience and background of some problems, and they can help me to solve it instead of starting from scratching. It was really interesting to me to read real examples of people that are applied ABC rule, which definitely challenged my old belief of just count on myself without asking anyone for help. After reading this book, I would like to critique one thing, which is relocation point, where Dr. Krayevich encouraged embracing the idea of relocating to foreign countries and discouraged the idea of hoping never relocating. Where in my opinion, I think she should first classifying people. For example, person who has a family who needs kind of stability and not always relocating to another countries for work purposes, as it will be a big problem for them. And I think this duration of COVID-19 showing us how life easier and many work assignments and missions accomplished online. Therefore, she should also encourage embracing the idea of working online under some conditions. Another thing I can tell while reading this book that she focused on internal values and morals of a human, and it's important than external appearance, which is totally true. But in my view, I think she should also focus and talk about the importance of having good and nice appearance. As the reader will think to apply this in himself and forget the importance of his appearance, which is something problematic, where it is the first thing people will see of you, and it's something like an entrance to start talking, and then people will see your values and morals. As once you travel abroad to work there, people do not know much about you, and they may first judge you depend on your appearance. Another critique point that I can tell while I'm reading this book, there is some data without sources. This is kind of considered as a problematic, as I'm kind of better like to read the source as well to have better general idea about the topic. The first piece of advice I want to share after reading this book is you should feed your minds and the brains globalization ideas and incorporate into your vocabulary universal concepts, as your brain reacts based on the information it receives. The more practical and diverse data you can collect and feed your nervous system, the more information your brain available to help you to make better choices and better decisions, which will help you in your future business life. As most corporations are looking for individuals who are mentally prepared to handle global businesses. The second piece of advice is to start by setting aside obsolete and preconceived ideas and wrong assumptions about people from non-industrialized societies, and open your mind to realize and accept the fact that the majority of human beings on the planet aspire to satisfy their basic needs just like you do. This will let you think about your actions toward people. And by adopting these techniques, you will not only survive, but enjoy the new world. Finally, keep in mind and realize wherever you go around the earth that you have myriad opportunities to meet new great people. And by assess their intrinsic value as a human will help you surround yourself with who will be no longer a stranger who can positively contribute to your professional success, personal safety, and make your life in today's world more enjoyable. That's all from me today. I hope you like this book review video, and thank you for listening.